What's up, guys? We are finally here. We are back. We are going to be talking about The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 1. This episode was an hour and 17 minutes. Now, overall, I don't even know what the words is, but first off, happy May the 4th, Star Wars Day. It's finally here among us for all us Star Wars fans. But if you guys do not want to be spoiled, you guys have not seen the video, then I highly recommend you click off and then you go watch it, because it is not only worth a watch, it is absolutely incredible. Now, we're going to go into this because, again, there's a lot that happened in this episode we need to go over. But in the beginning of the episode, we see where this is right during the events of Revenge of the Sith. Alright, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We go on Parent Keller. We see a familiar Jedi Master. And saying that her Padawan will be coming very soon to help. Then we see another familiar face. We finally got to see young Kanan in this. Finally got to see young Kanan in Star Wars. After so long. Master Depot. And what's so cool about this is we get to see where he gets Clone Force 99. They take out a bunch of droids when this happens, and then she's like, well, okay, who's your friends? So obviously they get a big introduction, and then of course Kanan likes how they're operating, and then we see where they say, okay, you're gonna have to match counterattack. Right when this happens, and Kanan offers to go with them, since he's wanting to, go, because obviously we know how Kanan is. He's wanting to do things a little different, and as soon as this happens, that's when, of course, the order comes in for Order 66, and when that happens, she senses it, and as soon as she turns around, that's when everyone starts blasting everybody. Now, what's really crazy about this is Kanan turns around, and he starts going, and what was so crazy is that if you all remember where he states that his master was cut down by clones right in front of him, he starts running after she tells him to run. And then we also see where Hunter, everybody is like, okay, what's going on? Because they don't understand what's going on. And we see Kanan automatically thinks that they are going to blast him as well. Now, the only one that is exhibiting any kind of behavior to regular clones is Crosshair, obviously. And we have where Hunter and Crosshair go after Kanan, finally catching up with him. Crosshair will not stop. He just keeps going after him. And then finally, after everything, we see where everyone just is trying to figure out what's going on. And then finally we get to see where Hunter comes up to Kanan and saying, look, none of us understands what's going on. We need to understand what's going on. And then as soon as it almost looks like he's about ready to possibly trust him, then we see where they start running. And then they just start running, trying to make sure that everyone's trying to catch up. Because obviously we do see where Kanan's no longer going to trust him when he's able to go across a big waterfall, and then Crosshair is looking to see if Kanan died or not after he catches up with Hunter. Hunter says he did die. And then later on they go back to Camino, and they soon realize everything is changing. They start seeing dead bodies of Jedi getting processed somewhere in the hangar, and then they start realizing everything's changing. And then Hunter's even saying all the regs have changed. They don't think of it too much at first. Then, of course, we see Admiral Tarkin now arrive to advise the clones. And when we see him arrive to advise the clones, we see where he's wanting to see if they are wanting to basically still if they're worth anything to the Empire. Because we do see, right when this happens, that, of course, Palpatine gave his big speech about becoming a galactic empire now. And when this happens, and Tech as well as Echo, they're like, okay, so are we the only ones seeing this? Because everyone now knows that this is not the same. Everything is now changing to be something else. And what was really cool about this is there's a lot of explanation, because we do see where they're like, okay, if they had something to kill Jedi and there was a reason why didn't we do it? And obviously, Tech, he comes up with a good analogy of because of their different with Hunter with his brute strength as well as Wrecker with his strength, Hunter with his skill, Crosshair with his skill, him having a mind, and of course, unfortunately, Echo now being more machine. Maybe that his inhibitor was already possibly just taken over by the possibilities of the whatever was in them to make them do this. And obviously, if you guys remember, if I'm remembering it right myself, I believe that Echo did get his out. Again, I can't confirm that. I think he did. But overall, they do meet another character by the name of Omega, who is a young female clone, which we do get to find that later on. And Tarkin does put the Clone Force 99 to a test on live fire, and we see the first Imperial stormtroopers that are droids. I can't remember the name. The ones we saw in Mandalorian that Luke went up against, but this was like the first grade, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the name of them. But then we also see where as soon as they get looked at, we see where Tarkin gives them another order, because he also finds out that someone, Crosshair, put in a report that the other Jedi is still at large. And when this happens, he tells them to go to another planet, and when this does happen, he just tells them his informant searches. He does not tell them that there is a that they could be human, that they're this, that they're that, and then they later find out that they are the first start of rebels led by Saw Gerrera. They get captured, and when they finally realize that there's women and children, they look at one another like, okay, what exactly were we here to do? Just kill them and just go about our orders? And we first see where Crosshair is still saying, good soldiers follow orders. Obviously, his inhibitor chip is getting to him, but not to the effects of everyone else. And then we also see in the episode where him and Crosshair, Hunter and Crosshair go at this like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until at the very end of the episode where lines are finally drawn to where exactly everyone's going to be standing. And when it finally does, where they're being watched by a probe droid, and Hunter says, okay, we got to go back to Kamino, but he says it was dangerous due to Omega warning them about the mission that Tarkin was setting them up for, possibly who was going to be loyal to the Empire, who was not going to be loyal to the Empire, because they're all looking like, okay, what exactly is this? Why is everything changing? And again, it does look like it was interesting, because I will say overall, the animation, this was absolutely phenomenal. They put a few clips from the Revenge of the Sith movie into this, which absolutely looked phenomenal as well. And then we also get to see what I thought was cool was when they're trying to go back, because they later find out that Omega is a default or clone, that she's not an ordinary human. They all try to go back, but then they get captured, and then they get realized to where, oh, they're getting arrested for treason, and they get thrown into what they call the brig. And then as soon as this happens, Hunter and Crosshair start going at it again, realizing, oh, well, Hunter's not fit for command, and it's because of them that they're in the situation. But then Crosshair gets taken out and goes to an infirmary, where he gets later realized that his inhibitor chip is still working, but very slightly. So Tarkin has the Kaminoans overlap to where they're able to go further into the testing. And when that happens, we see where, of course, now Crosshair is going to be, of course, a mindless slave to the Empire. And then once this happens, they come up with an idea to escape. They're able to escape finally. But at the same time, we do see a lot of things where Omega has kind of taken to Hunter, where she's imitating his movements, you know, trying to do this and that. And it was cute. It was funny and cute. And then we also see where they're trying to escape, and even before then, of how Omega was in there with them, because she was trying to find any kind of information on the Bad Batch to help them. Obviously, one of them betrayed already, and then, of course, we later find out who did. Obviously, we all knew that it was going to be Crosshair anyway. Then we also get to see in the episode where, right when they're about ready to leave, Crosshair gets his new armor, and then we see where lines are drawn where he starts attacking his former squad mates, and they start fighting back. And when this does happen, we do see one of the fellow Kaminoans that was, I would say, Omega's teacher, is able to help them escape. And then when it does, they are able to leave. And when they do leave, it does get stated at the very end of the episode where they're going to be trying to find a brand new or a fellow friend. So obviously they're going to go somewhere called C19, is I believe what they called it. Obviously everyone, including myself, especially when I'm seeing online, they're going to be trying to find Captain Rex. And then obviously at the very end of the episode, a lot of unanswered questions. So obviously we're going to have to see what's going to happen with Clone Force 99 from, now to, Mandalorian time, or even in the sequels, as well as also what happened to Omega's character. Like, what exactly happened to her character? Where is she during all these time periods? What happened to the Bad Batch? What happened to Crosshair? They put a lot of stuff in this. They put, of course, Kanan. They put Tarkin. They put Saul Guerrero in this. So there was a lot in this to really digest. But I cannot wait for the next episode. I think we're getting in on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll definitely review it for you guys. But overall, love it. Great episode. Great kickoff for the May 4th event. Can't wait to see more Star Wars today. We'll be also streaming live today for you guys. So if you guys are not already aware of that, I'll be streaming more on my channel. So stay tuned for that. More videos coming for the Bad Batch as well. But also, if you guys are new to the channel, also about subscribing, leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Also, click notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload. Let me know what your thoughts were about the Bad Batch down in the comments down below. Who do you think we're going to be seeing in the Bad Batch? I think there's a possibility we will be seeing Ahsoka, maybe Boba, maybe Baby Yoda, possibly some more other things. We may even see the Empire actually invade Kamino and actually try to take back Kamino, as well as also possibly destroy all the rest of the clones. Because if you guys don't remember, I'm trying to remember exactly where this was. I know this was in Battlefront 2, and I think this was in Legends. I'm not 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where the Empire does go after the Kaminoans, because the Kaminoans actually start breeding a new batch of clones to fight against the Empire. So hopefully they'll put that in there. But I'm very happy with that they put Kanan in this episode when he was young to show what happened. Maybe we'll even see Cal Kestis in this series. I don't know, but we got a lot to talk about in the Bad Batch. There's possibly going to be more videos I'm going to be doing for the Bad Batch, but let me know what you guys think about it. Again, overall, hope you guys are enjoying your day. Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you, and I'll see you on the next one.